Welcome, language learners from all around the globe, to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Coca-Cola Reaches British Shores. Coca-Cola is a famous drink that people all over the world enjoy. It's known for its refreshing taste and the fizzy bubbles it has. Even though it's very popular in the United States and is a part of their pop culture, it might be surprising to learn that it took 14 years for Coca-Cola to be available in Britain. This delay tells us a lot about how things were traded between different countries back then, and how the world was becoming more connected. Let's go back to where Coca-Cola started in the United States. In 1886, a pharmacist named John Pemberton in Atlanta made a sweet and fizzy liquid that he thought could be used as medicine. He didn't know that what he created would become a drink enjoyed all around the world. At first, it was called Pemberton's French Wine Cola, but it changed over time, and by 1888, it became known as Coca-Cola. As more and more people in the United States liked Coca-Cola, it wasn't long before people in other countries wanted to try it too. However, getting Coca-Cola to these faraway places, like Britain, was not easy. There were rules to follow, problems with shipping, and the challenge of making sure the drink could be sold in a new place. All these things added up to a long wait between when it was first sold in the US and when it arrived in Britain. While people in the United States could enjoy Coca-Cola, those in Britain had to wait until this day, 31st of August, 1900, to taste it. This delay shows us that in the past it was much harder to share products around the world quickly. In today's world, things can travel much faster. When Coca-Cola finally arrived in Britain, people here loved it. It wasn't just because of the taste. It represented a new time when ideas, things, and cultures were spreading quickly around the world. The people in Britain saw Coca-Cola as more than just a drink. It became a symbol of being modern and connected to the rest of the world. More than 100 years have passed since Coca-Cola was first sold in Britain. Even though it took a long time to get here, now we see it as a drink that's known everywhere. It's not just a fizzy drink anymore. It's a symbol of how things can become well known all around the world and how important branding is. Coca-Cola started in a small pharmacy in Georgia, and now it's everywhere, even in places we couldn't have imagined. Its story is really amazing. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalized learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more! If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.